MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. In now, Tim Anderson. He will lead this one off today.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Maben. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoán Moncada. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Left center, base hit.
Batting first, the first baseman, Jose.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Stepping in now is the leadoff man, Cameron Maben, as he'll get us started here in the home half of the first.
The center fielder, Cameron Maben.
Pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Making the play over there is Abreu for the first out. Striding into the box, Cavan Biggio.
Cavan Biggio.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So digging in now, Lourdes Gurriel. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The third baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and it's fouled away. An 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, McGuire. He'll throw down to first, one away. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Seager fields it cleanly, and there are two away now. So bases are empty here with two gone, and up next the exciting Eloy Jimenez. Now the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a two-out double.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, James.
Stepping in now, James McCann, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with two away. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Biggio will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
First pitch on its way. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike one.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And that brings up the left-handed hitter, Travis Shaw. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Anderson picks it up. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. from the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, that's
2-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. Gone!
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now
Hernandez.
as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. A bouncer up the middle. A dive. He's got it. He gathers the throw. Hey now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Luis Robert.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. Fouled off. Here comes Ryu 0-2.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. At the plate, Leury Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Garcia tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Anderson.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground to third. There is Seager. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now batting, Reese McGuire will start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's 1 away. Here's Cameron Maben now. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting, left fielder, Kevin Biggio.
At the plate now, Kevin Biggio, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And they got him. The 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yohan Moncada, a base hit in his first trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. A great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And another foul ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he got him. Settling in now, Edwin Encarnacion. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
The count now at 2-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but No one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Anderson scoops it up. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Seager. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And that misses 1-1. Two and one. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. At the plate, Travis Shaw reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now to the plate, Eloy Jimenez. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
The left fielder, Eloy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. McGuire is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Jimenez is retired, and there's one away.
The designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH. James McCann comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
0-1.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Here comes Ryu 0-2.
1-1.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. McGuire finds it, and a good throw just beats him. McCann is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Luis Robert will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Oh no, it dropped. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Rowdy Tellez, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Number 44.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Count remains at 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2.
You can definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
Fouled off. Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. That's smoked, but right into the shift. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
The batter, the second baseman. Yes.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. And he fouls this one off. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Hernandez stands at first with 1 out. Runners on the move for second. Drilled on the ground to short. Anderson brings it in. On to first, and there were 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Reese McGuire, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cameron.
To the plate now, Cameron Maben, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He'll lead things off in the pale hose half of the 6th.
Garcia.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. 1 out for Chicago here in the 6th. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Seager at third. Throw gets him, 2 down. So here's Yoan Moncada, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming, here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike, as now the inning will continue. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The throw into second. And he's safe.
Now back, third baseman,
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now.
0-1.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. McGuire gathers, and a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. So stepping in, Kevin Biggio, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The left fielder, Kevin Biggio.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Two and one. To 2 and 2 now.
2 and 2.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
The batter, number 13.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And he gets ahead 0 and 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0 and 2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Kyle Seager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Up next for Chicago, Yasmani Grandal. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0 and 1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Here comes Ryu, 0 and 2. Skied into straightaway right.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping up now, Eloy Jimenez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0 and 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Now the pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Standing in, Travis Shaw will try and get something started. In the home half of the 7th.
The first baseman, Travis Shaw.
Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting,
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
1-1. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pitch on the way. Line softly toward the hole. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Coming to the plate now, Luis Robert 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. On its way is pitch number 75. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Up next is Chicago.
Into the box now, Leury Garcia. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And he takes ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Now here it comes.
Anderson.
Line hard toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay. Throw won't get him.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The throw will go to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Digging in, Bo Bichette. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 31, Steve.
He's set. Here it comes. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next to bat for Toronto, Reese McGuire. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Cishek was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cameron Maybin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Yoan Moncada, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
The first baseman, Jose Abreu.
He's set and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The third baseman,
The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.